In the world of Turkish television, where melodrama, romance, and family sagas dominate screens across the globe, one name has steadily risen to international recognition: Gökberk Demirci. Known for his commanding presence, expressive acting, and ability to connect with audiences emotionally, Demirci has carved out a unique place for himself among Turkey's most admired television actors. His journey, however, did not begin with the instant stardom that so often characterizes the entertainment industry. Instead, it was built upon years of training, determination, and carefully chosen roles that showcased not just his appearance, but his range as a performer. Born on October 20th, 1989, in Izmit, Turkey, Gökberk grew up in a culture rich with storytelling traditions. Turkish society has long placed a deep value on oral storytelling, theater, and television dramas that reflect social realities. It is perhaps no surprise that he found himself drawn to performance. Yet his career did not start on the screen. Demirci trained at Cengiz Kukakevas Theater, a prestigious acting academy, where he refined his skills, learned stage discipline, and gained the kind of classical grounding that many television actors often lack. This stage background is frequently noted by critics as the secret behind his ability to bring depth and subtlety to roles that might otherwise risk being two-dimensional. His first step into the Turkish television scene came with Bir Zamanlar Manly, Kiyum, Once Upon a Time Ottoman, Rebellion, in 2012. This historical drama was a significant project, portraying one of the more turbulent periods in Ottoman history. Though Demirci's role was relatively small, it placed it within the professional circle of Turkish drama production. Many actors struggle for years to find consistent work, but this first appearance positioned him as a talent worth watching. He learned quickly that Turkish dramas often balance two elements: cultural specificity, rooted in Turkish traditions and family structures, and universal themes like love, betrayal, and sacrifice. His early work in Kiyum gave him a taste of how challenging yet rewarding this balancing act could be. After small appearances in supporting roles, his breakthrough came in a widely loved television series, Yamin the Promise, which premiered in 2019. Here, Demirci took on the role of Amir Tarhan, a wealthy, proud, and sometimes stubborn man who finds himself in an arranged marriage with a humble and virtuous young woman, Reyhan, portrayed by Özge Yagay. What might have initially seemed like another typical Turkish soap opera plotline evolved into something extraordinary because of the chemistry between the leads and Demirci's nuanced portrayal of Amir. He managed to infuse the character with both arrogance and vulnerability, showing a man torn between family duty, personal pride, and slowly growing affection for his unexpected wife. The global success of Yamin cannot be overstated. Distributed to multiple countries, especially across the Middle East, South Asia, and Latin America, the series captured audiences who were eager for emotional, character-driven storytelling. Demirci's performance resonated internationally, with fans discussing not only the plot, but his gestures, expressions, and the raw humanity he brought to a role that could easily have fallen into cliches. His Amir was not simply a domineering husband. He was a man struggling with tradition, modernity, and love. What stands out most about Gökberk Demirci's involvement in Yamin is how he elevated what might have been a standard melodrama into something heartfelt and memorable. Episodes often revolved around the couple's conflicts, reconciliations, and the intrusion of external villains, but viewers tuned in for the emotional beats. The way Amir looked at Reyhan, the hesitation in his voice when pride clashed with affection, or the subtle physical language that conveyed longing far more than scripted dialogue. In a medium sometimes criticized for melodramatic excess, Demirci showed that restraint and authenticity could make even the most dramatic situations feel believable. Beyond Yamin, his choice of projects reveals an actor who understands the power of the television serial format. He has appeared in other dramas that experiment with different tones, including family stories, romances, and even action-driven narratives. In each, Demirci consistently aims to portray characters with moral dilemmas, often men caught between responsibility and personal desire. This recurring theme has become a hallmark of his acting style. Viewers, particularly women, are drawn to his ability to embody both strength and sensitivity, a combination that resonates deeply in cultures where male vulnerability is not always openly depicted on screen. The drama Yamin also played a pivotal role in shaping his public persona. Off-screen, Fans were fascinated by his close relationship with co-star Özge Yagay, which at one point extended beyond the set into a real-life romance. Their relationship, heavily covered by Turkish and international media, blurred the line between fiction and reality for fans. While the eventual end of their engagement saddened many, it also underscored how invested audiences had become not only in Amir and Reyhan as fictional characters, but in Demirci himself as a relatable figure of modern Turkish stardom. The phenomenon of Turkish dramas becoming global exports has created opportunities for actors like Gökberk Demirci to reach audiences far beyond Turkey. The so-called Dizi Culture long-form Turkish series has proven particularly popular in Latin America, where they're compared to telenovelas, and in South Asia, where audiences find cultural similarities in family-centered storylines. Demirci has thus become part of a larger cultural wave, representing not just his own talent, but the global appeal of Turkish storytelling. Fans across multiple continents eagerly follow his career, flooding social media with edits, clips, and discussions in multiple languages. In many ways, Demirci's success with Yemin and other dramas demonstrates the unique place Turkish television occupies in the world market. Unlike Hollywood productions, which are often shorter and more fast-paced, Turkish dramas allow for slow-burn storytelling, detailed character development, and extended emotional arcs. This suits an actor like Demirci perfectly, as it gives him the time and space to gradually reveal layers of character. Amir's evolution from a proud and difficult man to a deeply devoted husband was not rushed. It unfolded across hundreds of episodes, allowing audiences to invest in the transformation. What makes Demirci's work particularly compelling is his ability to maintain intensity over such long arcs. Acting in a daily drama is exhausting. The shooting schedules are grueling, often requiring 12 to 14-hour days with minimal breaks, and the scripts are continuously evolving based on audience reception. Yet Demirci has consistently delivered performances that feel fresh and authentic. His commitment to his craft, rooted in his early theater training, ensures that even repetitive storylines are elevated by the honesty of his performance. By the time Yemin concluded its successful run, Gökberk Demirci had already secured his place as one of the defining faces of Turkish melodrama. The series became a launch pad, not just for his future career, but for discussions about the kinds of roles he might take on next. Would he continue to dominate in romantic dramas, or would he transition into historical,